What's happening? Cord cutting pandas, Peter Von Panda here. Hey, just got this Roku Express. I actually got this with my subscription to Sling TV. And so prepaid 2 months and you get this for free. The Roku Express is actually a really good value, I think, in terms of the streaming devices. And the cool thing about it is it should actually support a bunch of the various apps that you'll use, like YouTube TV. I bring that one up specifically because that's actually one that's not available on Amazon Fire because Amazon and YouTube are not playing friendly at the moment. So we have a package here which has cableage. We'll have, comes with an HDMI cable, not a really long one. Looks like maybe 18 inches, maybe 2 feet. And also comes with another cable in here, a micro USB cable. With a pretty long USB there, so powering the stick, I think, and then the power block for it, nice thin power block. We have 2 AAA batteries. We have the Roku box itself, so here is where you'll plug in the HDMI cord to your television, power it there, a little pinhole reset button too. It's kind of an interesting looking design. Point remote here. So this is actually the receiver, and so unlike the Amazon remote, which I think works on Bluetooth or via the network or something, this obviously has like an infrared sensor to accept it. So you do need to kind of put this, I think, below the TV unit. Next two, we have what looks like a double-sided sticky tape, so I think that is for applying right here. Squiggly lines match up so that you could potentially stick this kind of on the bottom or the top of a television. And then here's the remote, which is kind of cool looking in terms of how remotes look, because it's purple, which is kind of their thing. Infrared blaster on the front here, there. And then we have a variety of buttons. And then, a lot of this is pretty standard. But I think one of the things that I've always found interesting is this little cloth tag, kind of like a jean tag or a fabric tag on luggage. And I actually like it. I know that people have been like, oh, that's so quirky and doesn't make any sense, but I kind of like that, man. I like that it's different, thinking out of the box, not just trying to make things look different, but kind of being a little more of a fashion statement. I like that it says a Roku and it's in Northwestern purple there. So we do have a directional control pad. Looks like a back and a home button right up there. This looks like a back. I'm not sure exactly. This kind of looks like a back undo. I'm not sure what that back is. Star, we'll find out. Forward, back, and then play, pause. And then we also have some shortcut buttons. Particularly here, the sling button, which is kind of nice. Now, if I end up using DirecTV or something, I wish I could program one of these. I almost wish one of them were just like a Roku button so that I could program it to shortcut to something. So let's go ahead and put in the batteries, and then I will go ahead and get this connected. We'll just take a look at setting it up and the interface. Alright guys, obviously got the Roku plugged in here on this TV and a setup mode, so we'll just use the remote here. Okay. Looking for wireless networks. Detroit Lions it is. And we'll enter the password here and then just hit connect. Making a connection to wireless network. My local network, I guess. And apparently there's an update available, so I'm going to go ahead and install that. Looks like it can auto-detect the display type here, full HD. Alright, I'm going to go to automatic mode. And it's asking me, does the screen look good? I'm going to select yes, because it looks pretty good. Alright, and then it's telling me to go to a Roku link and register, it looks like. Alright guys, so got it up to the main menu here, did a little setting up and testing out a few important things to say. When I was setting up that screen, you saw it flicker. That never went away. What I ended up having to do was use the 3-foot, 2-foot-ish HDMI cable that came with the Roku. It did not seem to ever want to work with that 5 or 6 foot HDMI cable that I always used before. So I don't think there's anything wrong with that original cable, but it doesn't really like long cables. It likes the short one. The other thing is you will want to go to the App Store and download the app for Roku itself. There's a number of reasons to do that. One, to manage your account, but basically you have to use their App Store to download the apps that you want on here, and I am really happy with how many apps there are. Now you can download them on the Roku app and they will show up here on your account. You can also log in to the apps through the app. What it does is it gives you a replication of the remote, but it gives you a keyboard option, and that's so much nicer to enter your email address and your password than to kind of scroll letter by letter. Now, I want to show you here, because I am not only using Sling, I am also on YouTube TV, testing that out right there. I am also testing DirecTV Now, and then I also have an Amazon Prime Video account. And the really cool thing about the Roku here is that all of these apps are available. As you may be aware, Google and Amazon are not getting along. So the YouTube TV app is not available on the Amazon Fire Stick, although the Sling and the DirecTV Now is. So if you want a device that will stream all of these major services, including Prime Video, and then Hulu was on here as well, I saw that, and HBO Go and those types of things, then this is the one you want, because Amazon Fire Stick will have limitations, and the Google Chromecast, I'm assuming, will have some limitations with Amazon, since they're frenemies right now. But this one is pretty nice. I will also say here that it seems to work pretty well. So let me just go here to the Sling television. I'm going to just load this up here quickly, as you can see, and it's working wirelessly, and I seem to get into the application here. Things seem to be pretty snappy, and the guide here should load up here, and then we can just kind of scroll around and find something pretty quickly, and I'll hit watch, and the interface looks pretty much like it does on the Amazon Fire Stick, etc., etc. And then if I hit the back button here, and don't forget, this is an infrared remote, so you do have to hit, you actually want to hit this back button. You do have to have it aimed at, just a little different than the Fire Stick. And it's going to ask me if I want to exit, and I will exit. There we go. And we'll be back here at the main menu, and now I want to go to DirecTV and just kind of show you what that looks like. DirecTV Now. It auto plays what you are on, and I just want to here, inside
in the White House.
Great.
Schiller drove her
and then
to
if
the
I
Beverly Hills Hotel.
Hit the
Keith drove around to the back, and he
up
said
arrow,
we have to get out here,
just like I would on the Amazon Fire Stick. So the keypad controls seem to be exactly the same as they are on the Amazon Fire Stick. So especially if you have a kind of a mix of devices in your household, you don't have to worry about kind of having a different muscle memory experience for your fingers. And again here, even while we're on wireless, you know, it seems to load up pretty nicely. And just throw it out there again, I like the fact that when I change channels here, it auto plays. So anyway, pretty cool. I really dig it. A nice little home button here to go right back to your main screen, and you know, you add a variety of different apps. Most of them are free. You do have to add a credit card to your Roku account. I guess some of the apps may be for pay, so just kind of keep that in mind. Pretty cool. Like it. Happy with it. Inexpensive and pretty service agnostic. You can get them all here. I'll put a link to it in the description if you want to pick up a Roku. Peter von Panda out.